Yep.
Caitlin Clark was a great athlete.
Yep.
She probably still would have went on and had a great career in WNBA. Nobody would have cared.
Yep.
And then in the championship game,
The college one.
the college game when Iowa played LSU,
Yes.
and Angel Reese
Yep.
mocked her.
But
and
she did the same thing first.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Does not matter. She did that on a national stage and then
I
embarrassed
remember
her.
that.
And then from that moment on, people said, we have to protect Caitlin
Yes.
Clark. If you are against Caitlin Clark, you are
Yes.
not for women.
Yes.
You don't know shit about basketball.
And you know when they say women, you know who's excluded from that?
Yes.
Black women.
Yes.
We don't really count as women.
And from that point on, she became
the Great White Hope.
Strapdown!
And hi! Hi, I'm Sheria Mattis.
I'm Aurea Young.
And this is the Strapdown. Welcome to the Strapdown, or welcome back if you're here. Strapdown, basically, black femme queer podcast about
Black queer femme stuff.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
all the things.
or other things, but we're talking, so we made it queer.
We
literally made it gay.
We made it gay.
We're what the Republicans are talking about.
We are the gay agenda.
We're the gay agenda.
Right here.
Luckily, I have ADHD, so nothing gets done on the gay agenda.
But as soon as that Adderall hits
As soon as I get some Adderall,
watch
woo,
out.
we're taking over.
Watch out, America.
Right? Trust me, we're gonna trans all your kids. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna put it in the milk or whatever the fuck. There's always a new thing. There's always a new.
It's gonna be in the oat milk soon.
In the oat milk.
That is fair. There's gonna be an oat milk in every refrigerator.
Listen, if any of those Alex Jones conspiracy theories are true, it's that the oat milk is transing the kids.
People gay.
Because I got some oat milk, I be drinking it, and then all of a sudden, I just want to wear a sports bra and some tomboy X panties.
Yeah.
It's just something about...
It's a slippery slope.
It is a very slippery slope.
It is a gateway milk.
It's a gateway milk.
You just go to the store, you get a carton of oat milk, next thing you know, there's a sexy little stud in your bed. That's what happens.
If only that works. No, it's just an empty carton of oat milk and me with a stomach ache. That's what happens when I have oat milk. I wish. Oh, God.
To be honest, is this a safe space?
I don't know. Are you about to say something defamatory about oat milk?
I don't like oat milk. I can't stand it. It's too thick. It tastes like the cereal milk. Leftover cereal milk?
This is racist because...
It's not racist.
It's racist
It's not racist.
You're judging all oat milk.
Yes.
By the one or two oat milks that you've had.
First of all, it's not racist. If anything, it's homophobic. Okay.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
But I am anti
What oat milk have you had?
Whatever the type of oat milk that they serve in the cute little gentrified coffee shops, I don't like it.
So here's the oat milk. The evil white capitalist gay oat milk is the Oatly, and they serve that, and I don't even like it. It's not that good.
I don't like oat milk.
I like Minor Figures oat milk. They're not paying me for this.
No,
I pay them.
When it comes to milk, my views are very conservative. Okay, I don't like this new liberal oat milk thing. I don't do that. It's unnatural to me.
What are you drinking?
I prefer almond milk.
That's whatever. I'm not gonna ruin almond milk for you.
No.
The almond milk is actually really, really, really bad.
That is a good Christian almond milk.
Exactly.
That is
and it's a colonizer milk.
That is. I will be it.
Almond milk. I'll send you an.
No, I don't want to see it, because if you get rid of almond milk, then all I have is oat milk. What am I supposed to do? Pea milk? No.
You're right.
I'm not doing it.
I also have heard. Well, so most oat milk though is way better for the environment, but it's still not great. And then of course Oatly, they are.
Let me tell you how I feel about this when you're talking about the freaking environment. Okay. Me buying a carton of almond milk when you got these billionaires with their jets
absolutely.
doing joyrides.
No. Valid.
Taylor Swift is using a private jet to get her almond milk.
Valid. It's not necessarily, although it is, the environmental effects are really, really bad, but they're also bad for oat milk. It's just like it uses a lot of water, but also almond harvesting and almond production is full of a lot of like abuses of a lot of like indigenous farmers and stuff like that. No, you can't.
No, okay, I just won't drink any milk.
No,
at all.
Listen.
Almond milk, oat milk, pea milk, goat's milk, cow's milk, titty milk. That's what I'm about to do.
Titty milk is probably the most.
I'm going back to titty milk.
Titty milk is probably like the least problematic milk that you can drink. Even though there is also an issue with titty milk.
Shut up. Don't you dare ruin
I swear to God, there's
don't you dare. Okay? Don't you dare.
There's a thing. I just read an article called Thing Bad, and then I feel sad in my spirit, and then I have to make other people suffer as well. So that's... But there is a whole thing about the breast milk because of
the black
like
market.
Yeah, there's like people are buying breast milk on like the dark web or whatever.
What's wrong with that?
Okay, so it's not being sourced particularly ethically, and then also
somebody's forcing the titty milk. What's happening?
But also, it's not being sourced. It's not being filtered. It's not being cleaned. Also, breast milk doesn't travel super amazingly, so that whole thing.
All right. Okay, I'm just going to somehow impregnate myself, harvest my own breast milk.
Just suck your own titties,
and that
just squeeze them into your cereal.
Yes. Because I care about the environment.
Or you can make, well, I don't know about you making your own almond milk because it's still the almond harvesting, but you can make your own almond milk.
I can also make my own breast milk.
And it's a lot easier to make your own almond milk.
And probably a lot more fun.
It's a lot easier to make your own almond milk than breast milk. You know, breast milk is like blood. Breast milk is blood being filtered through mammograms. Like, every baby is a fucking vampire. They're it's your blood converted through some sort of like...
I don't know enough about anatomy to challenge you on.
I just found this out. I just learned this recently. It's blood. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. And I don't understand it. I would still drink it. It doesn't change much.
I'll still drink it.
Because, I mean, like, what? There's, like, mucus and stuff in, like, cow's milk and everything.
Oh, no.
Like, and all of it's disgusting.
So it's blood, but it is converted and filtered, so it's no longer, like, viscous, actual, like, blood coming straight out of the veins. Oh, but it's blood converted through some special mammary gland.
Louisiana is absolutely 48th in education because I don't know anything.
I just learned this. This is not a school thing.
I understood mammary glands.
And I also am not explaining it well.
How about this? Can I drink water? Is water safe?
And you know what's funny?
Not.
It's not.
It's not.
You know, you said what? Water is one of the most... You know, have I ever gone on a rant about water bottles?
Please do not.
I won't do it now.
Oh, God.
I won't do it now.
No, I can't.
But I yell about bottled water
already
all the time.
Ruined breast milk for me.
Yep.
Okay. I can't handle anything else.
You know what it is? Capitalism. It's always just capitalism. I know everybody don't. I know it's so trite to say. Sometimes things are trite because they true. Trite and true. That's cute.
Let's get that on a shirt.
That I was just about to say. That is a shirt. That is a tote bag.
Be on the lookout.
Okay, new Strapdown merch. Trite and true. Completely free of context. Anyway, this episode of the Strapdown, it's
actually not about almond milk.
It's not about the dangers of capitalism. We're just gonna read Pedagogy of the Oppressed.
I've actually forgotten
most of Pedagogy of the Oppressed. Sorry, what? Sorry, what'd you say? I thought you were gonna say. Okay.
You just one of them reading hats Negroes, I guess.
Not even. I'm barely literate. I'm mostly a crayon.
I was just trying to remember what this episode was actually supposed to be about.
Yes, so
I don't know how we got.
We're good. But first, let's get into our femme topic. Our femme topic.
I feel like oat milk was a great femme topic.
I also feel like oat milk is a pretty gay discussion.
Yes.
But you are now. So I am not a WNBA girly.
You're not.
If I talked to you on an app and told you that I was lying to get in your pants. I am not. I'm not any sports. The only sport I like is RuPaul's Drag Race, and I barely keep up with it. So,
That's the only sport.
like, that's real. And I have been pretending to be into the WNBA for way longer than the rest of you. So, but you,
Yes.
you are a WNBA girly.
I am a WNBA girly. I'm a sports girly. Like
Yes, you are. You're an athlete.
I am not an athlete, but I've dated a few. And also I'm just into the whole sports world. So I like college football, I like college basketball, women's basketball. So like, yes, I am a WNBA girly. More so this past year because I am a big Angel Reese fan. Yes, and Camila Cardoso. Both now play for the Chicago Sky. Thus, I am now a Chicago Sky girly.
You could have made all those words up, and I would have known. These team names, I only know the Liberty.
Okay, yeah. There's
because those are the only. That's the.
Because they were here.
Yeah, because that's where they are.
Yeah.
I like Ellie the elephant.
Ellie the elephant is the moment
She's
right now.
so kind. I really love her.
I met her at a game, at a WNBA game.
Sorry, I'm so dumb and a little tired, so I'm thinking you're at a party and you see
Ellie the elephant.
Ellie the elephant? She just fully comes in. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that makes way more sense.
You really are not as... So, that is something you should know. The mascots, they tend to stay in the arena. You normally don't see them just out in the wild.
They don't get to just hang out. I see Gritty all the time.
Yeah,
Gritty's on fucking Abbott Elementary.
That's
what do you mean?
Different. That's different.
I just be walking the street. I'll be at the bodega. I'm like, Gritty.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're not about to see like Ellie at the Bush just hanging out. Paid appearances, absolutely, but like not just
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so are they not allowed to? I guess that makes sense.
That is a job for someone.
No, fair enough. What if you're running late to a game and you just see Ellie?
Ellie is a professional.
She's a professional, yeah.
She's always there for pre-show, like strutting and like doing the whole catwalk.
Do we know who is the actual Ellie?
There's been a lot of debate. Not necessarily, I don't think people know who it is, but there has been a debate on whether it's like a woman or like a gay man in that suit.
I love how it's either a woman or a gay man, because whoever it is throwing that shit. Okay, if you could throw your ass in a circle in an elephant costume, you're really that girl.
Yeah. I think gay man, but
you think it's a gay man?
I think it's a gay man. Just I don't know. It's something about like for me, it's like the way they dance. It's like something in there. But like Ellie be killing it. Don't get me wrong.
I am so impressed. That's the only thing that might actually fully get me into WNBA.
You should get into it for so many other reasons.
I know. I just can't. There's like rules and this. Look, the girls are hot. That's the one thing. The girls are hot. They be sexy, but like, I don't have good enough seats to see how hot they are. And I don't know what's going on. I'm like, like, I don't know. But I don't understand the game. And then people will try to explain the game, and I'll just be like, do 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 do. I'm completely gone somewhere else.
Okay, so do you know anything about like any of like the kind of like WNBA drama or stuff that's been in the news lately?
Yes, I do know a little bit.
What do you know?
Here's what I have gathered before my eyes gloss over, and then I'm like, what's this? K-pop.
Yeah.
So I know that Caitlin Clark, because I know the whole thing about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that play out because that also felt like a microcosmic example of an issue that I feel like Black women face on a regular basis. And so now I know that they are now freshman players in the WNBA. Not freshmen.
Rookie.
Yeah,
you're so cute.
Look at me, sports. Fucking sports lady. I couldn't even. There's no. Yes. I don't know what the word is.
Yeah.
Sports enthusiast.
Yeah. So they're both rookies on their team. Caitlin Clark plays for the Indiana Fever.
I love that name. What a cute name, Indiana Fever.
Yeah. They're not the best team. They're quite possibly the worst.
Who's Angel Reese working for?
The Chicago Sky.
The Chicago Sky.
Yeah. And so, Caitlin Clark plays for the Indiana Fever. Indiana Fever was not a good team before Caitlin Clark got there. And they're still not a good team. They're, I don't know how many games they've won so far. Maybe like 2.
How many games have there been? Didn't they just finish school?
Yeah, so the WNBA moves like at a way quicker pace. So that's another thing with these players, and like they have so much pressure on them, especially now. Like these women are leaving college superstars, millionaires at that. Like I feel like the past 2 years probably, these like women college players in terms of like popularity and stardom have surpassed men's players.
Yes.
Like, absolutely. I couldn't name a single men's college player.
Neither could I. Absolutely not.
But like with the women, like there's so many. There's Angel Reese, there's Caitlin Clark, there's Juju Watkins. There's like so many superstars.
Yeah.
And they play in the championship game, they play in the playoffs or whatever, and then,
right out of college,
they play, they go straight to the draft, and they're straight into training camp, and then they're already playing in like their first WNBA game. They have like not a lot of time to adjust, and they have all this pressure, and people are putting so much pressure on these young women, and I think that is a lot of the issue with Caitlin Clark. There's a lot of shit with Caitlin Clark. I think part of it is also to the fan base that she has attracted, which is very problematic.
Yeah, she's like they're calling her like the girl Larry Bird. I know who Larry Bird is because I saw Space Jam.
Yes, like that is. I hate that you're right, but you are.
Yep.
Yes, like that is what they're like. Oh, she's the GOAT. She's the best thing that happened to the WNBA. She's the sole person bringing all the eyes to the WNBA. Yes. That is
so unfair.
It's unfair. It's not partially true. And I think the people that are saying that have ulterior motives and are people that are just not actually fans of
the WNBA.
Of women's college basketball.
Women's college basketball.
Yeah. And they, for whatever reasons, are not acknowledging the contributions of other rookie players, Angel Reese, who is bringing in massive fans. Also a part of selling out arenas.
Yes.
Like she had over, I think it was like 2 million people watching her game on a live stream on somebody's phone who was at the game because it wasn't being aired.
I could never. That's amazing.
I was in that 2 million, like watching. It was just grainy. I could barely find her on the court.
That's amazing.
It was amazing.
And her hair is always laid.
Like
she always got like a cute little like swoop with the thing.
I'm so glad. She has a sponsorship with Miel. Is that how you say it?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it Miel?
Miel. Yeah. I don't know how to read.
Because there's commercials now, and I'm like, oh, that's how you say it, bitch. Like,
yes. I think I've never actually seen the commercials.
Never heard that. There was Miel for a long time.
Yes. They're very smart because these brands need to be getting with these WNBA players. Okay, the edge control.
That's right.
Whoever, like, somebody needs to get a setting spray in these women's hands.
Wait, are they putting makeup on the basketball stage? On the
I am watching on the basketball stage on the court.
On the court.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I knew that word. I just forgot it for a second.
The stage? Bless your heart.
Okay, there were makeup?
They are wearing makeup. Lashes.
That's great.
And lashes, lipstick.
So I tell you, Hi Femme, you have been dethroned.
I am fucking wrong.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Aren't they sweating?
Somewhere. I don't know where the sweat goes. Because their face, by halftime, they're doing like their halftime, like their interviews, and I'm just like, what is the setting spray? Is it a pressed powder? Like, let me know.
They have to do interviews during halftime?
Yeah, like before they go.
Okay, I was like, don't you get to rest? Jesus.
Yeah, you know, they like to like ask questions. Like sometimes they'll interview. They usually interview like a player or like the coach and stuff. And so, but yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Like these brands really need to like utilize this moment with the WNBA and
let them
like,
get some money.
Let them get some money.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's going back to Caitlin Clark. Like,
sorry, my bad.
No. It's I'm gonna just say it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a Caitlin Clark fan.
Oh.
And that's only because I am an LSU alumni. So I have rooted against Caitlin Clark.
Wait, so she's not LSU.
She's not LSU.
Angel Reese is LSU.
Angel Reese is
and
LSU.
they won the big game.
They won last year.
Last year.
They won the big game last year.
And she used to play for
Caitlin Clark. Iowa.
Oh, that's right.
Iowa.
It was like an all white girl team and an all black girl team.
Yes.
Oh, somebody write the fucking feature. Someone write
2
the
years
feature.
in a row, because they went up for the national title game. They went up against LSU like the year before, lost. Go Tigers.
That makes sense. Okay,
yeah. And then this past year they went up against Don Staley and the South Carolina Gamecocks.
That's not the name of the team. You're a fucking bitch. You're fucking with me, so that I'll try to impress them instead of be like the Gamecocks, and they'll be like, "What is that?"
You're about to have all of the Caitlin Clark fans and the South Carolina Gamecocks coming at us.
I won't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but
you're gonna say numbers at me.
Yes,
I'm not gonna know.
But absolutely, as an the Gamecocks, let's be real, South Carolina, that is a very unserious mascot. Okay, your mascot's a chicken.
Oh, that's right. Like game, like hunting.
It's a chicken. I don't know.
Yeah, like a hunt. Like when you hunt game, you have the chicken that the fox. You lure the fox with the chicken, and then you shoot the fox. It's in books about things. It's in like a masterpiece theater type of thing.
Still unserious.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Like you're yelling gamecock out of no, don't do that. But
do they have a chicken that serves cunt like Ellie? Do they have their own Ellie?
I don't know that I've ever
like a chicken,
seen
like a chicken
South
throwing
Carolina's game. I don't think I've ever seen their
mascot.
I don't think so. It's not. They're not known for. You know, it's not like a...
Get it together, Gamecocks.
I'm an LSU fan, so I can talk shit. I'm gonna talk shit no matter what.
What's the LSU mascot?
A tiger.
That she like?
It's a he. It's Mike the Tiger. Don't do that. We have a cartoon tiger, and we also have a... This is probably bad. And we have a live tiger on campus.
Someone come and shut that shit down,
No!
please. What is this?
It is. I love it. It's not about...
Deeply unethical.
No.
I know that. So y'all bring the tiger out the basketball games and he's...
No, he doesn't come out of the basketball
he doesn't come out of the basketball games.
Only football games. They put him next to the opponent's locker room.
That's insane. That's so insane. No, someone call the ASPCA.
Oh, shut up. No, stop. Don't.
Okay, so sorry.
He has a great life. He's like a $13 million.
No, he doesn't have... You know what tigers don't care about? $13 million.
No. Have you seen it? No.
The tiger wants to be in the jungle with his family.
No. It's like a rescue or something, I'm sure. But anyway.
We rescued him from his natural habitat and brought him to fucking Louisiana. Yes. Okay. So
practically the same climate. But anyway, it's a jungle. So yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying about Caitlin Clark. I find it hard for me to root for her.
Is she not as good as?
She's great. She's an
great.
amazing athlete. Yeah. She is like one of the greatest like college basketball players, men or women's. I've just been rooting against her because my team
is in opposition.
Is opposite, and I tried rooting for her in the beginning, like during like preseason. I was like, I can't do it. I wish her nothing but the best. I don't want her to be targeted. I don't want anything like that. I don't want all this like negative energy. I want nothing for the best for her unless she's playing the teams that I root for.
But isn't she also kind of like being used as a sort of like race war?
That is exactly that's a big issue. Is like that's what I said earlier. She's like the fan base that she has attracted are people that are using her as an opportunity to be extremely racist.
She's like Sydney Sweeney.
Yes. Did
you hear about that? The white supremacists were trying to adopt Sydney Sweeney because she's blonde with big titties.
Yes. But now they have Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, her basketball is like her blonde big titties.
Yes, it's like the Great White Hope.
That's right.
That is.
There was a movie called The Great White Hope.
Yeah. But like that is what she is to a lot of those people, and it's to the point where it is almost delusional. Yeah. To a sense. It is delusional.
It's delusional.
And again, like, she's a great athlete, but it's the fact that people are like, she is the sole reason why the WNBA has a single fan.
God. And
she should be treated as such. Yes. People should not be actually competing against her. They should be letting her win. They should be putting her on an Olympic team that she did not make. Like, that is what people are saying. And in turn, it's harmful.
Yes. To her legacy as well.
Yes, to her. And it's because the way it's being handled in a sense is she is kind of taking I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to engage in it. I'm not going to say anything against this. I'm not going to.
Silence is,
That is the issue. Yeah. Especially because there are plenty of other white athletes in the WNBA in college basketball that have spoken up against like the media coverage or the lack of media coverage for these black athletes that have been here and paved the way. So
having said that, isn't she like 22?
She's young.
Like they're so young, so and she has not taken any critical race theory, so she probably doesn't know.
I mean, but is that because there have been athletes younger than her who have used their platform to speak up.
Oh, okay.
Like literally, Paige Beckers, I think that's her last name, used her opportunity where she was winning an award to address the media coverage and the lack of media coverage for black female athletes.
So this is what I also mean is that if Caitlin Clark speaks up, she will lose all that racist money.
Yes.
Money is good money. So, okay, Sheria here in the edit bay. So, like, an hour after we recorded this episode, apparently Caitlin Clark did finally push back against the use of her name in this like race war nonsense. And here's the quote right here. "People should not be using my name to push those agendas. It's disappointing. It's not acceptable. Treating every single woman in this league with the same amount of respect. I think it's just a basic human thing that everybody should do." So, good on her for speaking up. I don't know why she couldn't just wait until after the episode came out, but that's fine. She waited long enough. She couldn't wait for but she did eventually speak out. So there you go. Correction issued. Although it's not a correction issued. All right, back to the show. Oh, but yes, no, it's do the right thing, but also
it's hard. It's hard to navigate, and it also like at this point when you're looking at these athletes now, they are leaving college as a brand.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? They have brand deals. They have massive fans. They could stand to lose a lot by taking a stance. And it's that, like, how much should we hold these people accountable? Should we hold them to the same standards as these corporate brands that are like...
Do we hold corporate brands to any sort of standard? It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it.
Or any influencers or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Who don't speak out about shit like this that is happening. And it's like... And I think that is a lot of people's problem who aren't, like, not Caitlin Clark's fans, is the silence of, like, you not addressing number one, like, the media coverage is one thing where the media coverage is solely focusing on one player. But, like, how are you not going to address the harassment and the racism where, like, it's not even...
Of course they've been harassed. I don't know why.
And it's like they're harassing any and everybody. Like, even, like, her own teammates are feeling this racism. Aaliyah Boston, her teammate, it was, like, something with the issue, like, I want to say it was, like, she missed a layup or something and lost the game. And, like, those fans were, like, attacking her to the point where she had to get off social media. And this is your teammate. And you're not...
she didn't speak up for her.
You're not speaking up.
So what I heard from my limited... from the, like, little quick scrolls that I did before I get anxious, is that she was being harassed. Like, some people are saying that she was being harassed during the games. Like, people were, like, pushing her. And then other people were saying, like, that's just how the WNBA is played, that the men are soft, and that the women actually just play more aggressive.
The WNBA has always been physical. It is a very physical sport.
That makes me so anxious, by the way, but yes.
It's very physical. You can look at... It's a physical ass. Some of the stuff that has been happening, not just to Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese damn near got choke slammed to the ground in the game.
Because I remember in Love and Basketball that she was getting, you know, and then they were like, that's the game, girl. And then, so
it is a certain...
It's the same, right?
It is. Some of the stuff has been, some of the things that have been happening, I would say, are a little bit unnecessary.
Okay.
Or a little bit more on the, like, aggressive side. But some of the stuff is like, baby, get in the weight room.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, someone set... Brianna Stewart set, like, a really hard screen. We'll get into what a screen is later. Put her ass on the floor. Get in the weight room. Like, some of the stuff is just, like, it's a physical game. You're not going up against college girls anymore.
Yeah.
These are grown-ass women.
And you're not the you're not the star athlete that is the hero of the school.
Yes.
Now you're in a new territory where people have been earlier, so there's probably some territorial...
Yeah, and you're also... She's not used to... She played in college in a conference that isn't as physical. Angel Reese played in
She played in a conference?
No. The conference...
Don't worry about it. Just good.
Have you heard of, like, the Big Ten, SEC? Have you heard of those?
I've heard of...
So there's, like, conferences where, like, there's, like, this group of teams in this region and this group of teams in this region.
But it's not a conference.
It is a conference. There's, like, it's like the Southeastern Conference.
But it's not like an actual... It's not a press conference.
No. It's not a press conference.
I got you.
Okay, I'll say it in a different way. Someone like Angel Reese. The teams that she has played against in college are known to be more physical. Like, these girls are bigger, they're larger, they're stronger.
Okay.
And then, given the nature of, like, the position that Angel Reese plays, she's used to having
They're
to
probably
be
bigger
physical.
than in Iowa.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Them Tennessee girls are built different.
Yes.
Okay? They built real stocky
absolutely.
in Georgia, South Carolina. Those are big. Everything's bigger in Texas.
That's right. Yes.
Different than the type of, you know, people that Caitlin Clark has got. So she's not used to this.
Okay.
She's not used to these
big. You. But there's also sort of a symbolic, totemic, visual language being unintentionally communicated with big, tall, black women and a white girl and any... I won't even raise my voice to a white woman in public. They will call the police. Okay? So I can't imagine what it's activating in white people, particuly her fan base.
And it's even in, like, the media coverage of it.
I can't imagine.
Like, when Caitlin Clark... There was an incident, okay, where another player, I can't remember her name, did do some, like... I was even like, that was kind of unnecessary. Mm. You know, where she just, like, comes up to Caitlin and she just, like, nudged her, knocked her down. Very... Yeah. Like, it was unnecessary. Wasn't that egregious? But I think...
Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting you to say something else. But
I mean, like, I think...
No, it's bad to do that.
It's bad to do that.
If you do that to me, I'm fighting you, bitch. Like,
no. Yeah. But, like, I don't know about this girl. But, like, yeah, she did, like... I think there had been some words exchanged down the court during a previous play. And then she, like, I remember that. Knocked her over. It wasn't... It should... it was probably a bit too far.
Yeah.
Right?
But when you do that, then the other team gets to shoot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a foul. Good job. But the media took that, ran with it, right?
Of course.
It was all over. They wouldn't stop talking about it. But then the incident with Angel Reese, where she literally, I was like,
you watched her get choke slammed, yeah.
Is she going to be okay? I was like scared.
She'll be all right. She's black. Black women don't feel pain.
Yeah. But because it was black on black.
Oh, look at it. Just like Chicago.
Yeah.
They always bring up Chicago. If a white person ever does anything, you're like, oh my God, you just pushed me. They're like, what about Chicago? The crime rate in Chicago. No, that has nothing to do with what happened right now.
Nothing to do.
Okay.
But like it did make a news cycle, but it was very quick.
Yeah, because I don't remember anything about that.
Yes.
I remember lots of discussion about, like, it was even on Jezebel.
Yeah.
If you're reading Jezebel still.
I could not scroll more than one without just seeing that, like, everything. It's like anytime anyone
that activates something in everyone. It's not just white people.
It's not just white people.
There's something very what is that horrible racist movie that they make you watch in film class about the KKK?
Oh, A Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
It's very Birth of a Nation. It's white woman at the edge of a cliff, being chased by a white man in blackface, but he, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's very, that image endures in us, and it's a lot of what it's very reminiscent of the imagery of white womanhood that needs to be protected by aggressive other.
What I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We were talking about Caitlin Reese and her getting pushed around.
With Caitlin Clark. Yeah.
Caitlin Reese? I just fixed this whole problem. What? Great idea for the rom-com that will actually get made. What? Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Schmangel Schmies, and Flablin Plurk. They're opposing, on opposing teams. And they have this competitive thing, but they fall in love.
So you're going to make another movie where a black woman falls in love with a white woman?
And it'll get made.
No!
Okay, sorry. Okay.
No.
So, here's the thing about Caitlin Clark.
My whole theory, I feel like it's the Taylor Swift effect.
Ooh, say it.
Okay.
Say it.
If you remember Taylor Swift, right?
Yes.
Taylor Swift, yes. She was a good artist, whatever. Until the big bad Kanye West came and embarrassed her on national television.
He was aggressive toward her. He
very
could have killed her.
Very aggressive. And then at that point, from that moment on, we had to protect Taylor Swift at all costs. If you say anything bad about Taylor Swift, you are not a feminist. You are not for women. You are evil, and you must be dragged out behind the barn and shot. The same thing with Caitlin Clark.
And now Taylor Swift is a billionaire.
Okay? But the same thing with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark was a great athlete. She probably still would have went on and had a great career in the WNBA. Nobody would have cared. Just like the millions of other women, not millions, but the hundreds of people who come before her. And then in the championship game,
the college one,
game when Iowa played LSU, and Angel Reese mocked her.
But she did the same thing first.
Doesn't matter.
Does
not matter. She did that on a national stage and then embarrassed her. And then from that moment on, people said, we have to protect Caitlin Clark. If you are against Caitlin Clark, you are not for women. You don't know shit about basketball.
And you know when they say women, you know who's excluded from that? Black women. We don't really count as women.
And from that point on, she became
the Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope.
Absolutely. That is so. There's a narrative that is really comfortable to white supremacist sensibilities. And when I say white supremacist, I mean the white supremacist that lives inside you. I mean the little hooded Klansman inside your soul.
The you that's getting ready to type these very racist remarks to us.
You that is but like I also feel like that is something that we have as a narrative that we've been taught to believe in very strongly.
Yes.
Is white women's frailty and victimhood, and black women's aggressive, powerful.
They constantly. I feel for Angela Reese so hard because of that moment. She then they deemed her became the villain.
Yep.
Okay.
I remember this narrative being spun on my timeline or whatever. Yes.
Became the villain no matter what she does, no matter how great she is, no matter what success she has, she will forever be the villain in their eyes. Anybody that goes up against Caitlin Clark that does not just move out of her way so she can shoot her little threes is a villain, or as they like to say, thug.
Whew.
Okay.
We're not even dog whistling, huh?
Like the thug. We know what they mean by thug.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And thug is the new, yes. And it's painful to see. And to see it play out like game after game after game after game. And then with the whole like Olympic team coming out.
Okay,
and
so what happened with the Olympic team?
She's not on the team. That's all that happened.
Angel Reese is not on the team.
Well, no, not Angel Reese. Oh, Angel Reese is not on the team. But people are upset that Caitlin Clark is not on the team.
Isn't it their first year? Is that normal for the first years?
Exactly. Like there are people on that team that are like have won multiple WNBA championships and they are like just now like getting an opportunity.
Yeah.
So it's like people, and what bothers me is that people are like, well, this was a chance to grow women's basketball.
It was a chance. You could just keep watching.
But no, here's my thing. The people that say that, I just want to know, do you know where the WNBA players go in the offseason?
Exactly. They go
overseas
to Europe,
where they have been appreciated and celebrated and paid handsomely.
I also learned
for years
from Love and Basketball. Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that.
You know?
If you want me to care about women's basketball, put it in a rom-com.
You know what's... It was so ironic. It's like the people who are like, oh, we're like, you missed an opportunity to grow women's basketball. I'm not going to be watching this Olympic. They all got American flags in their bio. Those American flags. But you're not going to cheer on the Olympic women's basketball team? Mm-hmm. The Olympic women's basketball team that has been great for years. That is the reason why there is a WNBA right now?
Yeah.
Like,
no. Hey, you were never really interested in the WNBA to begin with. You were never really interested in women's basketball to begin with. You were in it for your own reasons, just like I am pretending to be into it to get laid. So you and me, why don't we just join the same team? Me and racists.
Y'all are on the same team.
Me and racists pretending to care about women's basketball team because we have ulterior motives.
Yeah. I don't know what the black men's excuse for pretending to give a shit.
Black men.
What are they getting out of it?
Oh my god, that meme of the black Superman carrying a white Lois Lane, like that is. It's any opportunity to be like for a white woman. There is a thing about that. There's a thing because we all take in the same information, and black men are particularly susceptible to, I think, because anytime that you are somewhat closer to the dominant paradigms of power, anytime you think that there's just like a few steps for you to get to power, to the systems that have oppressed you.
Proximity to whiteness.
The proximity to whiteness, proximity to capitalist advantage, then you are, that's a vulnerability for you to sell out your own interests.
Yes.
And so black men.
And we are talking to you, Shannon Sharp.
Oh, did Shannon
Stephen
Sharp.
A. Smith, yes.
And I know those names.
Yes.
And I know those names. But I wasn't, they said something bad?
They did say something bad. They said a lot of bad stuff. But we're not even going to get into it. But you know what you did.
Why are we not going to get into it?
Because I don't feel like giving them any more. Like, I'm tired.
Yeah. You're not going to use our podcast with 43 views to get...
You're not about to use us for fame.
For fame. We're not your stepping stone, okay? Stephen A. Smith.
Gosh.
No.
They use every opportunity they can.
Didn't Charles Barkley say something, or am I being racist
He
now?
said something, but I can't remember.
I think I remember him saying something like, these girls should be grateful disrespectful to Caitlin Clark.
Oh yeah, that's what everybody is saying.
And that the teammate should have intervened when she was being fouled.
Like, fight?
Exactly, I don't know what you mean.
Okay, do you want them to be thugs or not? Like, that's my thing.
You can be thugs in service of protecting white womanhood.
No.
Right? Just in the same way that black women are always front and center when it comes to protests and things like that. And that's no shade. Like, fucking hell yeah. But a lot of what I learned during my time, I haven't been involved directly in a lot of the direct action for the Free Palestine movement. Like, I donate to the student, I donate to the bail funds, I donate to but I repost GoFundMes, but I have not been at the protest getting my head bashed in because during the Black Lives Matter movement, people were like, well, go on. I remember I was out there, I was in those streets, and whenever the cops came, they were like, go on, black woman.
No.
And I was like, wait a second.
There should be a wall of white men and women.
Yes.
On the front line.
You should be actually, like, and this is the thing. When I was going to, especially, like, when it was the city hall sit-in, I remember we did, like, a comedy show there. I was there, like, whatever. We were there camping out. And there were a lot of black women leading the charge, kind of giving people very common but like vital activist tactics, right? And they were telling those black women to shut the fuck up. And I wish I could say it was white people, but it was a lot of black men in particular. Black, apparently cis men.
Yeah.
Very vocally, and then things would of course degrade because you're not listening to the women who are actually like preparing this thing, who are organizing this thing, but you were expecting them to take the lead when it comes to the violence. You're expecting them to take the lead when it comes to protecting you. That was another thing that I kept getting is, well, that's a black man. You gotta let the black man say what he gotta say. And I'm like, the black man is screaming in my face, calling me a bitch and telling me to shut the fuck up because I'm out here protesting for all of our liberation. And when the cops come, the black man pushed me to the front and told everybody to ignore the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and then I saw kind of how that was being shown in the media of black women always being at the forefront of these protests, right? Always at the forefront of the fight for liberation for all of us. And that is a comfortable, they want black women to be aggressive and violent and dangerous in service of them.
Yes.
They always expect, like, we are the super fucking heroes of the world. I'm dainty. I support liberation for us all, but I am done being the punching bag, and I am done, and I think that like demand that the fucking Dora Milaje expectation is what they want. They want you to be thugs in service of what they view it deserves preserving and saving and protecting, which is it's not really about Caitlin Clark as a white woman. It's about the concept of white womanhood.
Yes.
And how it's already naturally enfolded in the concept of white supremacy. And that is what they want you to fight for.
Yeah. And we're not doing that.
And I mean, I'm definitely not doing it because I don't know what's happening. I don't even know how this game. I don't even like baseball. So. But
no, I get what you're saying. But yes, that is what they want.
It's not about basketball.
It's not about basketball
for a lot of these people.
No. It's not about basketball, and they paint it as like, oh, this is an opportunity for you to grow the game, and that is how it's being painted, and it's turned so ugly to the point where like when they are being like harassed by like these fans or like whatever, people are like, you should be grateful. Because now people are talking about you and now you're getting attention. And it's like,
I think that's very interesting mix of misogyny and racism, and like it's very much I don't know if you remember this. Remember My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? Mm-hmm. And it was.
Where are you going with this?
Okay, here we go. Follow me. Follow me. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was made for little girls. My Little Pony is for little girls.
Yeah.
Then it became very popular among men, among particularly like gamer type dudes. Remember the brony thing? Mm-hmm. And then they kind of took over the thing. And yes, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic became a huge phenomenon and is still continuing in spin-offs today. Mm-hmm. But it has grown from a poison tree in many ways.
Yeah.
And so this idea that men being fans of or being interested in something that is primarily either for women or by women, that would otherwise be mocked or dismissed.
Yeah.
That their interest in and of itself is such a blessing that we should be so grateful that even the toxicity that they bring to the culture, to the fandom, because there was a lot of toxicity brought into the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fandom. Okay.
Serious.
So, yes, I was talking about, because of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, even that toxicity they feel that the kids should be grateful for. I do recognize that this is a very interesting parallel to make. Probably one that has not been drawn.
I have, in all the discourse that I've seen, never seen the
anyone compare this particular WNBA to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. That's why I'm a genius.
But that is why we need more women's voices.
That's why we need women's voices in this discourse. Because I see shit on a different level. Okay, so why don't you talk now? Since you actually know things.
But you are right. I do see
I'm crazy, but I'm right.
It is that same, like, any attention is good attention.
Yes, you know, from us, because this is a girl thing.
Yeah, it's almost like when you wear, like, maybe a little sexy outfit to go out and you get some unwanted looks and attention.
Yes.
You should be appreciated because why did you wear that outfit? Isn't that what you wanted?
Yes. Okay, that was probably a more relevant, global, universally relevant parallel to make than My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. But yeah, okay.
But it is that same,
it
like,
is just another example of patriarchal and misogynist nonsense.
Yeah, because it's like they're like saying like we're getting harassed, we're getting like mistreated, we're getting all this negative attention, people are sending us death threats and all this stuff like that.
All press is good press. It's like, wait, what?
But they're like, but didn't you want people to talk about the WNBA?
Yeah, not with death threats.
Well, that's what you wanted. Like, that is what they are getting, and that is what these women are now dealing with.
Yes, I do think it's very interesting that now that everybody is talking about the WNBA, the discourse has been so toxic, and the players are now experiencing a lot of abuse from the fandom. I fucking go back to the whatever you were watching, hockey or whatever.
Yeah, like go take that, go watch baseball. I don't know. I think that's on or something. Yeah. Like go watch the NBA finals, because it's like, if this is what you're bringing to women's sports, I think they're okay.
Go back to Drag Race All Stars.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You're tapped out with sports.
I'm tapped out. You said all the sports I know.
But I mean, it's just like, it's not.
Yeah.
Just, it's become something that is so ugly and has become so nasty. But also, too, on a brighter note, it has brought some good attention.
Yep.
Because there are some amazing, like, players out there who have been killing it for years, and that it is amazing that
and that have made the Olympics.
Have made the Olympics team. You know what I'm saying? That have like I'm a huge Asia Wilson fan.
You showed me her. She's hot.
Yeah. She plays for the Aces. I love the Aces in general. Like, their whole team, they're just a fun team. They're a team, I think you would enjoy looking at their content that they post. They're just like a fun group. And
they just look like a fun group of gals.
They're just a fun group of gals.
I love that.
They play pranks on each other.
I love that.
They do dances.
That's
like,
so
they
cute.
Celebrate birthdays. They're adorable.
That's
they
so
are
cute.
like my favorite
I just
team.
realized women's basketball is your K-pop.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, you should really watch their content. You're like, they're just so fun. And I'm like, yeah,
fun.
you know, Tomorrow by Together. They are so fun.
Yeah, and I think how my eyes kind of get glossed over when you talk about K-pop.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. It's very similar.
I'm not even sure what the K stands for, but it's cool.
I'm not sure what the K stands for. It's amazing. Okay. So,
I want to say Korean, but I don't know if that's racist. Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that's racist.
I didn't want to assume.
No, it's Korean.
It is Korean. Okay, cool.
They're Korean. That was hilarious. Yes. Look at this. Like, this is like, it's very similar to K-pop in that it was a very insular community with a very insular fandom, and then it got a bunch of attention, and now it's trash. To be honest, K-pop was always fucking horrible. Yeah. Honestly, very exploitative, horrible industry. We're talking about fucking oat milk.
Yeah.
Talking about almond milk. They squeezing these children like almond milk.
Oh, they're kids?
Yes, girl.
I don't know anything about K-pop.
They get them when they're kids and they train them. But some of them they debut as children, and it's terrible and not great.
And you're still consuming that?
It's so fucked up because like I was a huge K-pop fan like high school and college, and then there was like a spate of suicides, and then it was horrible. And every year on the anniversary of either their birthday or their suicides or their like debut day or whatever, it's like depressing. And then I wasn't into them again, and then I wasn't into K-pop because it was horrible, and then the pandemic happened.
Don't you dare question me about my milk choices again.
You're right. You're absolutely right. No, you're right. Have all the almonds you want. No. Destroy forest land because I'm basically destroying forest land worth of like human lives.
These are human lives. We're talking about some nuts and water. You're talking about human lives.
Yeah, no.
No.
Is the WNBA... like, are they... I mean, I'm asking a silly question. Anytime there's a corporation, anytime there's an industry, there's exploitation happening. So, like, what's the deal with that? Is there any issue with that? Are they being exploited in any way?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean by exploited.
Like the players. Because I know college men's basketball is extremely exploitative, like, financially to these kids. Like, they make a bunch of money off these kids and they're not allowed to play. They're not allowed to pay them.
That's changed kind of in recent years. So now that
it's been a while since I watched that documentary.
Yeah. They're now allowed to make money off their own likeness now.
Amazing.
Yeah. So like Angel Reese has a ton of brand deals like coming from LSU. Like these kids, they do get paid.
Good.
You know.
Okay, good.
Like the good ones.
And then also in Europe, they get paid very, very well.
Like when they go overseas.
Yeah, during the off season.
Yeah, they get paid very well. And that is why the whole like, oh, we need Caitlin Clark to grow the sport of women's Olympic basketball is bullshit. And also too, the point of the Olympic team is not to have a ton of viewers. It's to win a gold medal. Like that's
It's not to have a ton of viewers.
It's not. That's not the point. It's not like, oh, we want to have like it's not a marketing thing.
Yes.
It's not. The point is to win.
Yes.
You want the best team, not just the most popular players.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And Caitlin Clark is a amazing athlete, and I'm sure at some point she is going to compete for the Olympics, but right now it's just...
And so people are mad that she isn't in the Olympics despite the fact that she just got in the
fact that she just got in there. And everybody's main argument is that, well, in order to grow the sport. That is what everybody is saying. Nobody is saying like, well, she's better, she's the best person. But it's like, okay, she's a great player.
Yeah.
so are the other people that made the roster. So it's
Yeah.
like, if you were to add her on there, which one of these superstars are you taking off?
Yeah.
Like, what is the point of having her on the team just for viewership if she's just going to probably not play?
That's so sad that she is being, it feels like, used in that way.
And a part of me, I do feel bad for her, because now it is like she is getting this hate, you know, and there are people who are rooting for her to fail because of her fans.
Yes.
And because of the way the media has spun this whole story, and it set such unrealistic expectations of this young girl who is coming into this league, playing with grown women who have been doing this. For Diana Taurasi is like 42 and
still playing.
This is like playing
42.
42.
I sat down and it was so hard. And then having to get up again? That I can't even imagine.
And then, yes.
So playing basketball.
And she's playing, I think, in like her 6th Olympic team, I think. This is like the 6th time she's like going to be competing in the Olympics.
I heard, or I read on LiveJournal, that the women's Olympic basketball team is like always wins. Or America women's.
They're pretty good.
No?
Yeah, pretty good.
Am I lying?
No. They are pretty good. I can't remember.
They win way more than the American men's basketball.
That I'm not sure about.
You know what?
Like, comparative. But I trust LiveJournal. That sounds like a very reliable news source.
Yeah, no, absolutely no. It was a LiveJournal comment in a no, never mind.
Yeah. But they're a good team, and it's like they win, which is the purpose of the Olympic team, is to win and not to like, oh, we want to have the most viewers of the. No, people are going to watch the Olympics. I watch the walking competition in the Olympics.
Walking.
Like, it doesn't matter.
That's why I forgot they have that. Curling. I've watched curling.
People are just going to watch the Olympics
yeah.
because it's the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I will watch sports that I don't care about. Yeah. I watch swimming. I watch whatever. I love gymnastics.
Figure skating, though, I actually really fuck with figure skating. Like, I remember as a kid, like, the height of figure skating, like Christy Yamaguchi.
I remember Christy Yamaguchi.
I remember, like, and now we got Kim Yuna, and, like, you know, there's, like, a great, Soraya Bonali.
Sure, yeah.
The black girl. She was a black figure skater.
Is this the one
banned
that did the backflip?
Because she did a backflip. And so this is also... So ultimately, Soraya Bonali is another example of, like, a black woman in sports being maligned simply for being good at her the thing that she's doing. And it's so funny that we're like... Oh, the reason why women's basketball in America wasn't as popular for so long is because we are a sexist, misogynist, and racist, classist fucking country and culture, and it's so far gone that we would have to overcome so many of those things in order to appreciate that the way we appreciate all other sports that we go crazy about. And I think that
plays a part into, like, with Caitlin Clark and her performance. I think people underestimated how good these other WNBA players are. That's
because they'd never seen anything before.
Because they'd never seen it because they don't watch the sport. Yep. And so they underestimated, like, how amazing these girls are. The WNBA doesn't have a lot of teams, so there's not a lot of roster spots. So the people that are playing and taking up these roster spots,
best of the best.
The best of the best. And this is who she's now going against.
Yes. And I also think what's funny, though, is that, like, ultimately... The attention, the only thing that could really bring this kind of immediate attention to the WNBA was some race war fantasy being played out. That's the only thing that unites and ignites the American public is racism. Ultimately,
we are nothing but consistent.
That's right.
If we are nothing else, we are consistent.
Racism and misogyny, if we can throw some misogynoir in it, that's our bread and butter. And they're like, you should be grateful that we brought our bullshit over here.
And that we are harassing you and threatening you and your family.
Yeah, because that's now the thing. But hopefully it will bring in, as you know, they'll be racist, but then also the attention will draw more people in, will draw more people into the sport, will draw more women and girls to like.
And it absolutely will, because despite what those people say, she is not the only reason why people are watching this game.
If it was just her out there with the ball.
Yes, there is a reason why, like, the Chicago Sky and, like, all these other teams are still selling out a lot of their games where they're not playing against her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there are more eyes. They're on the sport in a positive light. Yes. There are other players that we can't wait till they get to the WNBA. Yeah. So it's not just one person. And she did have some pull, but not the entire thing. And to say that she's the sole reason why anybody cares about college women's basketball or about the WNBA, it's so insulting.
And it's ultimately revealing about your true intent.
Like, baby, it brought you here.
There you go.
Okay, some of us have been here, and some of us are here for other players and other teams and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And also women's basketball. Every few years, women's basketball goes through a resurgence in the popular culture. Like, I remember when I was a kid, there was Cheryl Swoops.
Mm-hmm. Jesus, yeah.
Okay, never mind. Back when my grandmother was a kid, Cheryl Swoops was really big.
But no, she was big.
And then, but like there was a big, like, you know, even I was like, I'll pretend to be into this for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. But there have been like tons of superstars.
It happens every once in a while. There's a resurgence in women's basketball interest, and then that builds the whole thing, and it starts to build, and it starts to build. So it builds independently of this, but this will help.
I started getting like deep, like really into it and really following these players like on back with, I don't know if you know Candace Parker.
I know that name. I have heard that name.
She's amazing. That was that was kind of when I started like in college, like in those days. I think that was.
I think that's another one of those resurgence of WNBA. Yeah, yes.
Parker, Maya Moore, like all of those. But I think like with Caitlin Clark
and Angel Reese,
I think it was that rivalry that the media created.
I remember looking at those games, and it was almost an entirely black woman basketball team, almost entirely white women's basketball team, and I was like, oh, that's why everybody's interested. Yeah.
I was a fan before, because of course I went to LSU, so I was already like,
and you're an athlete and gay, so this is already, they already got your money. Yeah, but the way to get that imagery in and of itself,
that, because what happens is like, that when you talk about those players, they come through, they're amazing, they're great, they're breaking records, they're winning, like people care. Then they go off into the WNBA, and then
people don't care anymore.
Yeah. And I think the same thing would have happened with Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. If it weren't.
If it wasn't for that. Yeah. That is what, like, pew, that like Great White Hope, that Taylor Swift effect. That, you know what I'm saying? That is what happened. Because I think she would have been popular for a moment. Yeah. And then she would have went to the WNBA, and like those fucking people, they wouldn't have cared. Just like they would have cared for a little bit, and then they would have just not cared. Yeah. Yeah. Just like they would have.
So who are the girls that you love that are like doing it right now?
Let's see. I love Asia Wilson.
That's right, Asia Wilson.
I like pretty much like anybody on the Aces. Let me just say, before anybody says that I am racist, I'm like, that is like, oh, you don't like Kim Larry, you're racist, blah, blah, blah. I love Kate Martin. Kate Martin, you don't know, was Caitlin Clark's former teammate on Iowa.
Oh, so she's like the same age.
The same age. They played together. Kate Martin went to the draft to support Caitlin Clark, not expecting to get drafted. Got drafted to the Aces and has been killing it, and I love that for her. I root for her.
That's so hard. Cute. That's like it's a little bit like getting proposed to at your friend's wedding. But
let me tell you, like Kate Martin, like the rest of these rookies are going through it. They're getting beat up in the games, and they're like getting like these hard fouls and just like stressed out and like dealing with all this bullshit from the media. Kate Martin is like she has like a birthday tiara because it's her birthday, and her teams are like celebrating her, and like everyone just loves her, and it's just like,
oh, but she's not getting beat up on.
She's not. Yeah, she's enjoying her rookie season, and she's killing it. And she does a great job. Yeah. I really truly like love.
Well, but she's also not the great white hope of the races. She's not the great white hope. So she's just like, a white girl playing on the team.
And I love that white girl.
Yes, exactly.
I love her.
Yes, she's less fraught with the gravity of this the nation's history of racism. She's just a girl in a tiara playing basketball.
I love and I love her. I love Dejanay Carrington.
Dejanay Carrington.
Now that is somebody.
What a name! That's like. Have you ever watched Dynasty?
No.
Okay, fine, whatever.
That is someone, if you want to see like high femme, like face beat all the time, like flawless makeup, playing 4 quarters. That is
all 4.
Yes, and then in another episode we can talk about the nice little like gay love story.
This is what I'm interested in because I love that. Every once in a while, I get a little info about the WNBA players who were dating and who broke up, and then this one, and then this one left and had a baby with a straight woman or whatever. Like, there's always some
tell as old as time.
Like, no, I love that. T,
and
we should do that.
Despite the tea behind her, she is an amazing.
What's the tea behind her?
I told you I'll tell you next episode. That's. It's just
like give me a taste.
No. That's the one. That's just her ex is also playing. There's like I can't tell you all those things.
Fine.
I don't have time to get into it.
Fine.
But she's a great player.
Yeah.
I love to like watch her play. She's just.
Are there basketball wives? Like are there like but like is it like the same?
Oh,
like,
you mean like
a club? But is it like the club? Like,
I'm sure
you watch the game.
Yes, the game. Yeah.
I'm
sure there's like a lesbian sunbeam. Something.
That's right. Yeah. Is there that?
I'm sure there.
But you don't know about it.
I'm not a part of it. I'm not a WNBA wife.
Let us know. Are you a lesbian sunbeam? Please let us know. And then there's got to be like one guy that is. Wait. Oh, this is such a good idea for a pilot. Anyway.
It is hilarious because like one point on Twitter there was like this thing where people were talking about like, oh, I can't wait till the WNBA players start making that the big bucks, the $1 million,
and it's just a bunch of white women in the fucking stands. No, sorry.
No, but it was like men talking about like, oh, I can't wait to get flown out, and it's like that's cute that y'all think they're going to be flying out.
Y'all are so cute. I saw who was being creepy to Angel Reese on Twitter.
There's
like
so
DJ
many.
Academics or one of those. Toy.
Angel Reese is my niece in my head, and I will protect her.
Good. It is your K-pop.
That is.
This is your K-pop.
That is my K-pop. Do not know. Stay away from her.
That's right.
That is no.
Yeah.
DJ Academic.
Or somebody equally like.
Ugh.
Like, you know.
Stay away.
Oof.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Probably. I fear for like what is in her DMs.
Yeah.
It's just like, and with a lot of them, there are some gorgeous players.
No, I do know a lot of them are fine as fuck. I know some of them are fine as fuck. You know.
Yeah.
Some of them be having like, I mean, okay, now I'm a nigga.
What?
But some of them be having like fat asses. Some of them be like exactly my style.
We respect people's bodies. Yeah, there are some like I do have my crushes. That's
usually they're too thin and muscular for me. But like every once in a while they'll have a thick one.
There's a lot of thick ones. There's a lot
is pushing it, but
you don't watch it.
I know, but like you know, like this.
You getting pushed around. Like those girls are strong.
They're strong. Yes,
strong, muscular. Yes, there are some that are like leaning, but like everybody may look smaller on TV. I will just say that.
And also in those pictures where they're just holding a ball.
Oh, like their headshots and stuff.
Yeah, they're main pictures.
I think a lot of times like they look smaller on TV, and then when you meet them in person,
oh well, yes, of course,
you're like, oh my gosh, I thought you were just this little toothpick, but no,
you're
a lot, and I like it. Like that is the type is.
That's another thing.
But I still always I like short girls.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, because I know your girlfriend.
I like a short girl.
Yeah.
I love Sydney Colson is like my just adore.
And she's small.
Smallish. Like I think she's like maybe 5'8".
That's not small. Oh, but that's small for WNBA.
WNBA.
Because they're tall.
Just tall. On the podcast, she seems really fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen more of her off camera, off the court. Are you looking?
Yes.
Sydney Colson right now. If there are lesbians watching this podcast, they know who Sydney Colson is.
Ooh. Damn. Wait. Oh.
Just gonna see the
titties. Oh. All right. Yeah. Well, if they played in this. Ooh. Yeah. She's so pretty. How old is she? Never mind. How old is she?
Doesn't matter.
No, let's not think about it.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, she's hot. Yeah, she's hot.
I love that you're having this moment live on camera.
Sorry, yeah.
Everyone does.
She's hot.
You know how many people you're about to fight for that one?
I'm not fighting no one for a WNBA player. No, listen, I'm just trying to get one Bushwick rat to stick a finger or two in me. There's no way that I'm dealing with a fucking...
You're trying to get into the sunbeams.
No.
I
don't want anyone that everyone wants. I don't want anyone that everyone wants. I'll give up.
No.
We'll give up immediately.
You might as well close this.
That's right. No, but
I think there's a line waiting for that.
But I can look.
You can look.
I can appreciate. I can put it in the bank. Yeah, they be fine. I just hate sports, and I can't pay attention during the sports. Like when the sports are happening, and then people try to explain it to me, and I'm like,
"Come on,
I don't have that brain. This is not my brain."
You need to watch it with me. Come
sure.
to the game with me.
I don't like sports. I don't like fantasy, and I don't like sci-fi, and I don't like puzzles, and I don't like math, and I don't like science. And I feel like these are certain activities for people with certain kinds of brains.
No!
Yeah.
No! I like all of those things.
Exactly. I don't like any of those things.
No, I don't like math. I don't like puzzles.
But you like fantasy, you like sci-fi, I
dabble a little Game of Thrones. I think that's not fantasy. That's like historically accurate.
Christ, Game of Thrones. I had to give up. I had to give up after they fucked on Joffrey's dead body. I just want to see that little nigga die.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler! If you haven't seen Game of Thrones, don't worry about it. It's sort of the last season sucks.
There's somebody who is finally watching it right now, and you just spoiled
I just spoiled it. Well,
the most satisfying death of the entire series.
At least, no, honestly, I was like, I just need to know that this nigga dies. But come on, what are you fucking? You can't spoil a show that was on 10 years ago or whatever it was. Actually, I don't know what it was.
Someone's gonna be like, "Wow, that was my next episode." I'm sorry.
All right, he doesn't die.
But the camera does.
Okay. Okay, so another dead president came in, fucked up our battery. But the point is something about the WNBA. We will have a full other episode. Leave your comments being angry at us for our takes. No. Do it. Be mean. Hurt me.
If you don't have anything nice to say, just leave it in the comments.
Send it. Yeah, leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. Toxicity is good for the algorithm. Also, if you're a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fan and you felt offended by what I said about Twilight Sparkle, then you let me know.
Leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments.
If you're a Taylor Swift fan,
yeah,
and you were upset about my analogy, leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. If you're a sexy WNBA player and
hit my line, hit my DMs with a little.
If you're WNBA
What if I just
Sunbeam.
started? Yes.
You're WNBA Sunbeam.
If you have inside information about the lesbian sunbeams that are the WNBA, let me know. I am writing something. Anyway, so please like, subscribe, leave comments, hit the bell, do all those things. If you want to send us money so that we can get a decent camera, that would be so cool.
Please support Black women.
Yes.
Also follow us.
Don't support Black women. Support these Black women specifically. Just these.
Just
us.
No
We're
one
the
else.
only good ones.
No one else matters. Or if you hate us and you would like to pay us money so we can stop.
Yes. Do it. Do it. I will sell out.
I will leave this bitch so fast.
Right? Send me $35.
It does not take much. We are already on edge. Okay.
Anyway,
You know?
this has been another episode of the Strapdown. Everybody please like, subscribe, hit the bell,
Watch the women's sports.
Watch the WNBA.
Watch the Olympic team.
Send me cliff notes about what the WNBA is up to so I don't have to watch the whole game. All kinds of things. And most importantly, stay strapped, okay?
I think there's a game on tonight if you want to.
That's so funny.